Hi, welcome back to Skills Rising Tarot. We're going to do this one a little bit differently. So you're going to see me throughout the video. You're also going to see the card pulls I do. We're going to do a general for whatever comes out for Halloween. We're going to see where we're at. Maybe it's a spiritual message. Maybe it's a love message. Maybe it's just general. Maybe it's finance. We'll see. So I'm going to do all signs, Aries through Pisces. After every read, I'm going to end it with the Halloween Oracle deck I have right here. I love this deck. It's kind of neat. I will probably read from the book, which I have sitting over here also. And if there's any content that you would like to hear, please like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment below. All right, let's get into this. This is going to be for Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do they need to know for this Halloween? What do they need to know for this Halloween? What do we have for Aries? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do we got for Aries? Coming out for Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Alright, we've got the Six of Swords. Maybe moving past some conflict and some chaos. Well, we'll see what this conflict and chaos is. You know, kind of moving into some kind of peaceful situation. You know, maybe putting your foot down. Maybe had enough of something. Ooh, the High Priestess. Maybe being quiet about things. You know, sitting some quietness, some stillness. You know. What else do we have? Maybe about a family situation, something going on with a home. So let's see. Ooh, maybe dealing with a soulmate, a home life situation, some kind of soulmate. So I see the Halloween message is, I think maybe you're taking some kind of peaceful solution to an issue. Like maybe you're tired of fighting. You're setting your foot down. And you're really just kind of trusting your intuition at this moment. You're like, yeah, I don't really have to fight about it. Probably something to do with a home situation. Maybe a love situation. Maybe a counterpart. Maybe your husband, your wife, whoever it is to you. Could be your boyfriend, girlfriend. You know, focusing on your money, your own independence, maybe putting some work into your confidence. You know, maybe nurturing yourself, taking more time for yourself. Maybe wanting to move in some kind of different direction. Maybe taking a leap of faith. So I see as you're moving into some kind of calmer, peaceful state, maybe. Maybe you've set some boundaries, set some, you know, maybe cut out some bullshit. Maybe dealing with secrets in the past. Maybe somebody's being quiet. Maybe somebody's being stubborn. Maybe you got something going on in your home life, your foundation. You know, maybe it has something to do with a love opportunity. But I see you starting to be more focused on your own confidence. You know, what can you birth into this idea, you know? Maybe you got a pregnancy coming along because she's got her hand on her stomach staring at this bird, and then you got the Empress who is also pregnant in this card, and you know, maybe you're moving in the directions towards taking a leap of faith. You know, maybe giving some kind of love offer. You know, maybe researching something. Page of Swords popped out there. All right, let's get more on this story. Oh, taking a stance. Being stubborn. I got the Empress and the Emperor here too. Moving forward, pushing through. Pretty good so far, Aries. Pretty good. Making a decision, a choice. You know? Maybe dealing with some conflict. Alright. Coming in swift communication. Finding balance and strength on the bottom. With the temperance and the strength. Alright, for Aries, what I see for you. So I think you're moving into some kind of peaceful situation. You know, maybe you're focused on your own confidence, where you decide to point your love, your dreams, your goals, your aspirations. You know, making a choice and being quick and swift with that action. At the same time, I think you're also holding your ground, but maybe being tight-lipped about some kind of home situation that you have going on, probably with a significant other or somebody that you love in your life. Could be a family member, some kind of soulmate. Okay? But I feel like by putting your foot down, you spend more time nurturing yourself. You start to stand up for yourself. And it might be some conflict in the way, but at the same time, you're still being swift with your communication. You know, feeling confident, taking care of yourself, moving in the direction of your dreams, your goals. You know, and maybe being tight-lipped is helping you move in that direction. You know, especially with the Empress to the Eight of Wands and the Chariot here. You know, I think you know which direction you're going in. And with the Page of Cups, the Emperor and the Chariot, I see whatever you decide you give your love to, or that you take your love, I see you standing your ground. You know, you still got that movement forward. Whatever choice you make is going to be conflict, but I feel like you're cutting it off. Like, it's kind of like a boundary setter type read. Like, learning how to take care of yourself to set those boundaries. You know, especially when it deals with people that you love and that you care about. Well, but you're trying to find some kind of inner strength, inner balance, you know, to build some kind of stronger foundation and move towards your happiness, whatever that situation that could be. It could be, you know, starting a home life. It could be, you know, walking away from a home life. It could be, you know, maybe about a career. Alright, what do we have from the Halloween Oracle? What can we tell Aries? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What does Aries need to know this time? You're probably going to hear these cards on the table. They're kind of loud. I'm sorry about that. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do we have for Aries? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay. Bombaric. Sweetness and synergy. I will also read from the book for that. With dawn, the light after the darkness. So that's that Six of Swords energy. You know, it's that light after a chaotic situation. Bombaric. Should your slice of the brack contain a coin, this would indicate prosperity and good luck. The P unfortunately meant that no marriage would occur for you that year, yet finding the ring meant marriage this certain. The stick to be avoided at all costs, indicating disputes and unhappiness, and finding the cloth meant bad luck and little money ahead. When you pull the Bomberic card, it indicates a curiosity to know what is ahead, but it's important to balance that with a now. After all, we have the tools to change our future, should we choose. The sweet synergy of Bomberic, all the ingredients included, the objects are more complete and powerful together than they are individually. Should encourage you to seek your own sweet spot. So maybe that's what that is, you working with your soulmate, but you also focusing on your own independence, nurturing yourself, you deciding which direction you want to go in life, or where you want to take your leap of faith, who you want to give your love to, standing your ground, making that choice with the Chariot. Where do you want to go? A lot of this is about choices and you. Do you want to choose this conflict, or do you want to cut this out? Find that strength to find balance. All right, that's what I have for you, Aries. Moving on to Taurus. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do we have for Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Halloween messages for Taurus. Halloween for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do we have for you? All right, 2 more shuffles. I hope everybody had a good Halloween, by the way. Alright, what do we start now with? Ooh, 6 of Clubs. Maybe focus on some kind of past energy. Maybe got some nostalgia going on. Shoulda, woulda, couldas. Ooh, the King of Cups. Maybe something stable. Maybe having somebody from the past come back and give you something stable. I don't know. We'll see. Or at least emotionally stable anyways. Maybe wanting to nurture some kind of situation. Trying to find new perspective on something. Maybe put the work in. Some kind of work collaboration. So far, what I see for you, Taurus, is maybe coming in with some kind of love offer. Kind of small, a little bit immature. But I think you're being emotionally responsible about things. Emotionally mature. Maybe it's a situation you want to nurture. Maybe you're getting enlightenment from a different perspective. Maybe you're looking at things differently. How you can work on this situation. How you can work on this relationship. Maybe it's something you've been obsessed about, Maybe it's something that you feel wasn't very healthy. But maybe it's lighting some kind of spark in you. It's something that drives you, something you have passion about. It makes you happy. Oh, we're gonna have to dig a little deeper, dude. Maybe you got somebody coming in to make a love offer to you. You know, maybe somebody from the past, but you feel like it's being toxic. It's kind of a toxic situation. You know, it's maybe something you're deciding that you don't want to put your heart and your investment into. You're looking for something new, something a little bit more passionate, you know, putting more nurture into yourself, into what drives you, what you want to do, you know. Or maybe you got some kind of toxic relationship with a past ex. You know, maybe somebody you have children with. You know, but I think you're trying to trust your judgment, and you're trying to, you know, focus on your own happiness. Maybe finding a new perspective and how you see relationships, or you know, the type of people you go for, and maybe putting work into that self. You know, well, I know you could be having some kind of issue with a child, and you're trying to handle it as neutrally as responsible and help that child. But maybe you see that child as like having really bad behavior, and you're trying to figure out ways to fix that, you know, so that you guys can move on happily. You know, and it's something that does. The King of Wands knows what he wants, he knows how to get it, and he goes after it. I don't know. We'll see. The Emperor. Ooh. Being stubborn. Maybe whoever that devil is really an asshole. Balance. Trying to find balance within a situation. Stubbornly trying to find balance. You know, the Emperor pretty much knows what they want. They get what they want. They might not be the nicest of energies. Ooh. Ready for a change. You know, maybe you feel like it's time. Something's different. Something needs to change. Focus on some kind of wish fulfillment. Maybe overindulging in something. Starting to turn your back on something, you know. Maybe focus more on this Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, undecided, unclear. Maybe. All right, for Taurus, what I have for you. So I think somebody from the past is coming in to offer something. Maybe you're coming in to offer something from the past. Maybe you're thinking about the past and you're being nostalgic about it. All right, but you're trying to be emotionally responsible about it. You're trying to nurture yourself, take care of yourself. Trust your judgment, trust your intuition. Maybe find new perspectives on how to work on this situation. I also see the possibility of whatever past situation you see as toxic. You know, maybe you dealt with some kind of arrogant ass. You know, the Emperor to me is not always an arrogant ass, but in this particular spread it is. You know, maybe they were overindulgent and inconsistent in any decisions that they made. Okay? And maybe you're putting the work in, and whatever you're passionate about, you know, you're trying to change whatever fortunes you have, and you're waiting for those ships to come in. You're, you know, patiently waiting. But I think you're turning your back on whatever situation is going on over here. You know, whatever you're emotionally mature about, you know, you want some kind of new beginning. You want some kind of balance towards it. Whatever you are passionate about. And still, you're, you know, you're just waiting. You know, maybe it's not the right time. Maybe you're finding a new perspective on what makes you happy and trying to find some kind of balance between your own wish fulfillments. You know, maybe you're focused on nurturing yourself, bringing in new beginnings. You know, focused on what lights your day up, what makes your sunshine. You know, and having patience to do that. You know, I think you're understanding things happen in their own time. But whatever is going on over here, I see it moving away from you. You know, I think you're taking that time in to really focus and maybe pull back your energy from, you know, somebody you thought was a player. You know, maybe they had a third party. And it's something you're walking away from. And you're calling justice because you don't feel like it was equally balanced and you're putting an end to it. Alright. Taurus. Let's see. What does the Halloween Oracle say for you? What do we got for Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do we have for you? Alright, one more. The Veil, the future, a zombie, control. So, I'm going to read the Veil. I just feel like I need to read that. The Veil. So while using this oracle as the veil lifts, know that the other worlds are close. Listen in particular to what messages may come forth around your future. Look to what you want to happen. Plan, set intentions, think big. So maybe this is about dropping the veil on the future. You know, releasing that control of what expectations you have towards the future. Set your intentions, set them high, but mean them. And then let it flow. All right, Taurus, that's what I have for you. We are moving on to Geminis. Geminis, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. How are all the Geminis out there? I hope all is well. Had a wonderful Halloween. I know we did. We got quite a few trick-or-treaters. And I have a lot of Halloween decorations to take down tomorrow. It was a pretty epic Halloween. Alright, Geminis. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do we have for the Halloween messages for Geminis? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do we have for Geminis? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. The Halloween messages. Well, that one fell out. Maybe dealing with some kind of deception? Yeah. Learning how to set boundaries. I got a pair. I get swords. 7 swords. A lot of swords. Definitely Gemini energy here. A lot of communication coming. Never mind the noise. Kids are still hyper around here. The Empress again. I think every sign has got the Empress so far. You know. King of Cups. Alright, Geminis. so maybe you're plotting. You know, maybe you're trying to set your boundaries with somebody. Maybe you're trying to make a head over heart decision. You know, do I want to nurture this? Do I not? You know, maybe you gotta decide whether you want to nurture this King of Swords energy or the King of Cups energy, because I feel like this Queen of Swords is you. You know, maybe you're cutting through some kind of deception. You know, maybe laying some ground down. You know, feeding more into your emotional happiness. I don't know. We'll see what comes out. The Wheel of Fortune. You know, maybe you're waiting for those tides to turn. Something to change. Moving away from something. Opening some kind of communication there. You know, traveling maybe. Coming in to offer something. Maybe somebody's coming in to offer you something. You know, maybe it's an apology for all this deception energy back here. Oh. Something that causing some kind of heartache. Kind of pain. Are you lying about something, Geminis? Somebody lying to you? You cutting through the bullshit? You know? You're trying to think with your head instead of your heart? You know? Are you trying to nurture this situation? Maybe you're trying to nurture yourself? You know? Just trying to be a little bit more emotionally responsible? You know, maybe you're waiting for those times to change. Maybe it's something you need to travel to so you can offer something because you're dealing with some kind of painful situation. I don't know. We'll see. Some kind of victory. Soulmates. Nine of Pentacles. Maybe you see somebody. Maybe you're wanting to move victory in some sort of relationship, you know? Maybe somebody that makes you feel confident. Or, you know, maybe you're moving towards loving yourself a little bit more and feeling more confident about yourself. You know, you're putting that work and your effort into it. You know, you're looking at the choices and the options you have ahead of you. You know, maybe you feel like the path isn't quite clear yet. That one wanted to pop out. I'm not going to take it, but it's the Six of Cups, so maybe you're focused too much on the past. It wants to come back out again. Ten of Pentacles, so maybe some kind of home life. There's that Six of Cups again. All right, Jimmies. So what I see is, whatever deceptive you have going on in your life, I think you're cutting through the bullshit. You know, maybe it's with somebody who has no emotions. You know, I feel like you're trying to decide what situation you want to nurture. But I think whatever deception that's going through, I think you want to change the tides on that. Or maybe change the wheel. Spin it in a different direction. You know, you want success somewhere. You want a victory somewhere. And I see you putting the work in, and it's probably to start some kind of home life, some kind of really strong foundation, really focused on your money. You know, what do you want to build for yourself? Maybe a new home, a new company, a new business. You know, you want that. All the Ten of Pentacles is everything. It's all in one. It's that happiness. Is that strong foundation. You know, over here, I think maybe you're being emotionally mature through some kind of heartache and pain, whatever painful situation this was. You know, and you're trying to find your confidence, but maybe you're trying to figure out different options to build this home life. You know, but whatever you're setting your boundaries with, I think you're traveling towards that. And it's probably with a soulmate who you probably felt had multiple options, especially with the Three of Cups. And it was probably a past person. You know, or maybe you're being nostalgic and thinking about this past situation. But whatever idea that you're trying to nurture, whether you're nurturing yourself, I think is coming in kind of slowly. Maybe something coming in to offer something, you know, maybe some kind of soulmate situation. I always say soulmate because the Two of Cups is the soulmate card. But you can take it as a relationship, a soulmate, maybe a friendship, maybe a family member, a lover, whatever you choose your soulmates to be, you know. But maybe you're nurturing that, or maybe they're coming in with some kind of apology, or your soulmate from a soulmate, and they're willing to put that work into it. You know, but also maybe you need to be a little bit more headstrong. What direction do you want to move in? Where do you want to travel to? Where do you want to put your offering into? You know, where do you want to put that work into? You know, do you want the soulmate connection? Do you want to work towards it? Or, you know, do you want to look at the other options and how to build this? You know, what I feel is that whatever situation this was, it's probably a third party situation. It's probably something from the past that you call justice on, you know? Maybe some kind of family situation, some home life situation. You know, let's get your advice from the Halloween Oracle. What do we got for Gemini's Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? I was trying to see if there's any other messages in there I need to give you. I feel like waiting for the right time, moving in the right direction. You'll know when to offer something. It might be a little painful, but I see victory. You know, towards whoever or whatever you offer this towards, and it's going to make you feel a little bit more confident. You know, but keep working. You have options that lay ahead of you to where you can build this 10 pentacles. I don't know. I just feel like I need to give you that advice. So take it however it resonates. All right. What do we got for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do we have for Gemini's? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Sorry guys, it has been a really long day. Right. What do the Jimmy Gems need to know? Skull of Light. Illumination with Spider. Community and web weaving. So illumination, I'm going to read that one because it is the main energy. Skull of Light. Should the Skull of Light enter your life, know that it is time to open yourself fully to the clarity of bright illumination. Allow yourself to be seen, to see, and to act upon what is shown to you. The time has passed for hiding, for pretending, and for swallowing our discomfort by accepting the status quo when it really doesn't suit us. So, what is it you're hiding from? And with community and web weaving, it's more about building relationships, you know, what you're moving towards, what directions, especially with the Six of Wands here. What victory, what celebration do you want? And there's a lot of swords, so a lot of it's communicating with yourself, you know. Wands, get out there, do what you want. Pentacles, about that stability. Cups, about that love that you show, you know. And there's a lot of intuition cards in here. So trust your higher judgment. Get out there. Get out of your comfort zone. Find the community that works for you. And keep building with that. All right, gems, that's what I have for you. We're moving on to Cancers, the lovely crabs of the zodiac. Cancers, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Sorry, my TV keeps flickering lights because I haven't turned it off, so it keeps distracting me. So I will be turning my head every 20 seconds. All right, what do I got for the crabs, the Krabby Patties? What do we have for the beautiful Cancerians out there? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What Halloween messages do we have for Cancer out there? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cancers. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Oh, yawning. What do they need to know at this time? What are Halloween messages? Alright. That one fell out, so we will take it. We got two, so we're going to put them back. Alright. For whoever needs to hear it, I think being unbalanced is causing an inefficient money flow. That one wanted to pop out, so we'll take it. The Empress again. We love this Empress. She is going to show up probably for every reading. Alright, so birthing something, taking care of something, trusting your judgment, nurturing yourself, letting things come to you. The Empress reminds me of like kind of going with the flow. You know, just enjoying life. Ooh, the Seven of Swords. Could be deceiving yourself, could be plotting and planning. You'll have to see. Putting some work in. You know, maybe a collaboration with friends, family, co-workers. Maybe you got some some deception going on at work. You know, Page of Cups. Maybe you're wanting to give it a love offer. Maybe you got a love offer coming in. Ooh, pain and heartbreak. So are you nurturing whatever deception you got going on at work? You know, maybe showing it a little love and it's kind of bugging you, causing you a little bit of pain. All right. Taking that time to just be still in silence. Maybe pull your energy back from whatever this is. You see me yawn all night. Sorry, guys. Alright. Ooh, focused on your money, your stability, building something new. We'll see how it goes. Maybe making a choice, a big choice. Maybe you're making a choice in different careers, you know? Which one do you want to give your cup of love to more often? Oh. Maybe you feel like one's over-consuming. You know, taking a lot of time, effort, and energy. Maybe you feel like you're not getting anywhere. And it's being kind of painful. Sorry if the shuffling is loud, guys. You know? Maybe focus on something at the home, some kind of home life. Maybe spending more time at home. There's that decision again, that choice. Ooh. Are you studying? Are you spying? Is somebody watching you? Is that soulmate? Maybe trying to find that soulmate. Maybe trying to dig deep. Waiting for that time to change. You know? Let's see what else we got. Sun card at the end. I like that. I don't like that. That's alright. Alright, my lovely Krabby Patties. I have the Empress. The Seven of Swords. So maybe you have some new ideas in the works. You know, you're trying to figure out, you know, how about to do things. Maybe work on them. You know, maybe you can only give them a little bit of love at a time, but it's still kind of a painful situation for you. You know, on the other hand, you could be nurturing some kind of, you know, or feeding into some kind of deception at work, you know. And if you stop showing it love, you know, maybe it's a painful situation. You know, the Empress, the Four of Swords, I think you're focused on yourself. You're taking some time within yourself, you know, focusing on, you know, maybe what you want to see out of a home situation. You know, focus on somebody you see as a soulmate who makes you happy. You know, somebody you can see a future with, a bright future with. You know, over here I think you're dealing with some kind of pain, maybe some kind of painful situation, and, you know, maybe you're feeling overwhelmed, overburdened with it, or, you know, you feel like it was a toxic ending or a toxic, painful situation. You know, maybe you're spying on this person. Maybe they're spying on you. Maybe this is somebody that has had some kind of heartache, some kind of pain with you. And they're overly obsessing, watching you, waiting for some kind of change, you know, waiting for their happiness to come in. You know, I say a lot because you got the Five of Swords and the Ten of Swords. So I think whatever mental issue that you've been dealing with whatever the situation, I think you're putting it into it. You know, you're focused on your happiness. With the Seven of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords, with the Wheel of Fortune here, I see you plotting, you know. What direction do you want to go to build whatever foundation? I think you're kind of undecided, and you're kind of seeing how things play out. You know, seeing how that time works. So I see, you know, somebody wanting to come in to make some kind of little bitty love offer, but, you know, I think they love you, but I think they had a choice to make. And they got stuck in indecision land, and, you know, maybe finally decided, hey, this is my soulmate. It's a lot of twos. Twos might be significant to you. You know, I see you maybe putting some work in, collaborating, you know, finding some new beginning, maybe a new job, new career, you know, something that you've decided you want to do, but maybe going back and forth a little bit in your head, and maybe deciphering, you know, is this the right path? Should I wait a little bit longer? You know, but I think whatever you decide is still going to make you happy. Oh, I feel like this is more your energy. This is more somebody else's energy. I feel like it's kind of a split energy, you know. I do think somebody is coming in to offer some form of apology. You know, it might cause some conflict. I think you need to have strength to walk away from whatever that situation is. Alright, that's what I got for you, Cancers. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What advice do we have for Cancers? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cancers, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do we have for you? Cancers, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We got for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We have Skull of Stars with Ghost Regrets. Alright, let's see what the Skull of Stars says. This card indicates that you need to think bigger and more broadly about your future and what you would like to achieve. Perhaps there are false beliefs, often old, that are no longer serve you as you grow and change. Sometimes these beliefs may not even be yours. They may have been imparted to you by your parents or wider community, yet feel rather incongruent to you. You need to endeavor with all of your heart and soul to live the life you want and honor your own wishes and truth. Infinite possibilities. So maybe it's time to let go of whatever this is on this side of the board. You know, stop focusing on whatever you regretted in the past and, you know, let that light shine. Be you. Be who you are. Be your authentic self. You know, stars shine bright. Even when they're alone, they still shine bright. All right, Cancers, that's what I have for you. We are moving on to the Leos, the lovely Leos. The Lions. The lovely Lions of the Zodiac. The lovely Lions. What do we have for the Leos? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What Halloween message do we have for Leos? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. The lovely Leos. Leos. Sun, Moon, and Rising. What do we have for you? Leos, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Seven of Swords and Eight of Pentacles. Maybe you're working through some kind of deception. Alright, Four of Cups in the reverse. Ooh. Starting to notice that opportunity the universe is giving you. What are you going to do with that opportunity, Leo? Queen of Wands. You going to make it happen? I like that for you. You're finally looking at things from a new perspective. Devil. I know I don't say energies or reach out the cards because energy is energy. It doesn't really matter what sign it is that you're dealing with. You never know. It's tarot. That message could be exactly how you're feeling at that exact moment. Alright. Ooh, victory. I think you're looking at a new opportunity, you know, or maybe you're looking at the opportunity that the universe is finally providing you. You know, it feels like something that you've been trying to bring into your world, but maybe you're looking at it differently. You know, maybe trying to get over some kind of addiction, some kind of toxic way, you know, and maybe have a little victory in that. You know, Six of Wands is all about that victory. And, you know, maybe there's a little fame that comes with that also. But I think this is like an opportunity that you don't want to pass you by. You know, maybe something that you want to show a little bit of love to. You know, maybe it's some kind of small offering. You know, it's a message of some sort. It's kind of playful. But, let's see. You know, coming in with some quick, swift communication. I heard fly by night. I don't know what that means. Fly by night. There's the Empress again. I'm telling you, that Empress is going to come out every week. Maybe you feel like somebody's coming in with some kind of love offer towards you, you know, but you feel like communication's kind of erratic, you know. Maybe, I don't know, I feel like you're nurturing this on leaving out in the cold. I don't know why. I just feel that way. It is what it is. Alright. Five of Swords, maybe too much conflict. I always read the Five of Swords as like that inner conflict. You know, especially with those shadows in the background, you know. You can't actually see those people. Everything is cloudy and like, it's like your judgment's clouded. Or you're judging your own clouding. Maybe you got too many birds in your ear. Something like that. You know? And you got the Ten of Pentacles. Feeling a little stable. Trying to focus on that money. Setting your ground on something. Taking some time. Pulling your energy back. Maybe being a little reclusive. Alright, what else do we got? Turning your back on whatever this is. You know, focus on your own ships. Things you want to bring in. The Magician. Ooh, with a Hierophant. Are you manifesting a commitment? You know, moving towards some kind of new chapter in your life. Alright. I'm going to read this a couple different ways, Leo. I see you focused on this opportunity that kind of lies before you. The universe is handing you an opportunity, and I think you're finally starting to focus on it. It's probably something you've been trying to bring in, you know, but you're trying to look at things in a new perspective, probably to get over some kind of negative behavior, whether that be addictions, thought process, shit relationships, whatever. You want some kind of victory in something, you know. I think you want to move towards love, but maybe the communication's a little erratic, you know. It's kind of in and out, but maybe you're focused on, at this time, taking care of yourself, you know, maybe leaving something out in the cold. Maybe it's whatever this toxic relationship was, or this toxicity was, you know, but you're trying to find some kind of inner conflict on how to build that home life. But I think you're starting to set whatever ground that is for you. But it's going to take you taking a step back, you know, maybe, you know, start to focus on the things you kind of want to bring in. You know, what are you wanting to manifest? You know, you got this Four of Cups. Maybe you're open to this opportunity with whatever love offer is coming your way. You know, it might be small, it might be kind of immature, you know. Maybe you're kind of battling yourself, and sometimes you feel like you're taking a step back. But are you really manifesting this? Like, is this what you're wanting to come in? You know? And maybe you feel like a victory in this is something maybe you don't want. Maybe you want to leave it out in the cold. Maybe you want to be stubborn, stand your ground, not put your heart into it. You know? Focusing on not manifesting this situation. You got your back towards the magician. You know? You got the Queen of Wands, who is like my mini manifester here. She knows what she wants. She knows how to get it, and she goes for it. You know? That bitch is crazy. Alright? But are you being real with yourself? Are you being real with the other person? You know, are you being very clear about how to build this kind of home life situation? Like, do you see it coming into fruition? You know, are you dealing with your own toxic behaviors? Are you nurturing your toxic behaviors? You know, does that feel like it makes you stand on solid ground? You know, maybe it's time for some inner reflection. Maybe that's what you're doing, is you're taking a perspective, a different perspective. You know, how do I communicate? How do I take care of myself? You know, how do I build this 10 of Pentacles? You know, do I need to take a step back? You know, am I patiently waiting? You know, what am I manifesting in? You know, I think what you're manifesting is some form of commitment. Maybe some form of higher faith, some kind of education. You know, maybe I think you're wanting to change some kind of cycle. You're moving towards a new chapter in your life. You know, trying to find balance within yourself so that you can offer something. You know, probably somebody you feel is in a better light than you. You know, you got decisions to make. But overall, I feel like you're focused on this opportunity. You just need to decide in which direction you want to go. But it's something you manifested into your world. All right, Leos, let's see what the Halloween Oracle, what advice it has for you. What does the Halloween Oracle have to give you? Halloween Oracle. What do we have to say to Leos? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We have trick or treats, mischief, and play, with mummy change on the bottom. I will read you trick or treat. Should you receive trick or treat card in your divination, it may well be a time to examine the role of play and mischief in your own life. You don't have to be a child to let go and have some playtime, and you can extend the fun to others. Sometimes we are afraid to make mistakes, and play is one of our alleviated that pressure that we sometimes place on ourselves to get everything perfect every time. Alternatively, it is worth knowing that there is a balance between manipulation and mischief. The former is not pleasant, and the other has, at its core, a sense of irrelevant fun. So which ones are you being, Leos? Are you being mischievous? Are you being playful? Are you internally manipulating yourself? Are you feeling manipulated? That's probably what this devil card is right here. You know, or you focusing on play, which is this victory over here. You know, what is it that you need to change in your world? All right, that's what I have for you, lovely Leos. Moving on to Virgos. Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do I have for my lovely Virgos? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So, Halloween messages. What do we have for Virgos? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do we have for you? My lovely Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Alright. What do we have for Virgos for Halloween? What's their Halloween message? Justice. Finding some kind of balance in the situation. Maybe dealing with some kind of legal issue. What do we got going on there? You know, maybe trying to tip them scales. Ooh, maybe move forward. Moving in a direction. Maybe you're trying to tip those scales in your direction. Maybe you're messing with a Libra or Cancer. Maybe you got Libra or Cancer in your chart. Alright, Seven of Pentacles. Sowing them seeds. What are we building? What are we working on? What are we waiting to come in? Wanting a victory somewhere? Maybe right off into the sunset. Maybe feeling a little guarded. You know, but up for the challenge. A little wounded. I see you tipping the scales this week. This Halloween, and whatever this message reaches to you. I think you're moving in the direction of like where you want to start building, where you want to plant those seeds. You know, the course in which you want your life to go. You know, I see some kind of victory, but it's going to take work. It's going to take effort, you know. I see you being up for that challenge. You got some inner conflict working on. You know, maybe too many people surrounding you. You know, focused on too many different options. Maybe that path is very unclear. You know, maybe looking at things from a different perspective. Making a judgment call. Pulling out all the stops there, aren't you? Maybe find some hope, some healing. Your wish fulfillments. You know? Taking a leap, or you leap it off to. Oh. Maybe some equal give and take. Maybe putting the work in. Not really quite decided on which direction to go in. But she's already holding that stick and the other one's already planted. I think you know which direction you're going. think you're going to move. Let's see the Empress card again. All right, my lovely Virgos. I think you're tipping the scales, probably in your favor. Whatever direction it is you want to go in, I think you've planted those seeds. You're just kind of waiting for them to come to fruition. You know, you're waiting on that victory. But you're up for the challenge. You're up for that battle. You know, with the Justice, the Five of Swords, I think whatever this conflict is that's going on, I think you're cutting through it. You know, you're probably healing from it. You're working through it and you're moving on. Or you're putting, or maybe this is a work situation. Maybe you're feeling like you need to be justified for some kind of conflict that came in. You know, you're healing from some kind of work situation, but either way, I still see you moving on. You know, I think you're willing to put, you know, you're up for one more battle. I think you've made a judgment call. And you're not going to take more than you give or give more than you take. And you've made your decision. You know, the Two of Wands focusing on this Fool. I think you're going to take that leap of faith. You know? I think with the Chariot, the Seven of Cups, you know, I think you're moving. You're not really quite sure which direction you might be going in or what option you might be in. But you're just kind of like, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to keep moving. I'm taking a leap of faith. I've made my decision. I'm going in this direction. You know, I want my victory. I've looked at things from different perspectives. I've taken that time to do that. I'm jumping. Maybe it's a new job. Maybe it's a new career. You know, you planted your seeds. You looked at your options. You found perspectives that worked for you. You took that leap. You put the work in. You made your decision, and you're moving forward. And it's probably past some kind of deception, lies, and bullshit that has kept you stuck in your head. And it's probably something that you've nurtured for far too long. You know, inadequate information, player behavior, and maybe you're working towards slowly building your own stability. You know, there's 3 different nights there. It's a lot of changes. You have a lot of 6s, you have a lot of 5s. There's a lot of 7s, but you have 6. How I get this is you got 2 5s, 2 6s, 2 7s. So that might be a synchronicity to you. I feel like this is a really awesome energy. It's kind of like especially with the Justice being your main energy out. I feel like whatever bullshit you have going on, you're just like, no, I'm tipping the scales in my favor. And I'm moving on. I'm moving forward. Whether you're traveling, whether you're going to go do something, you know where you're headed. You know where you want to build. You see options before you. So that's what I have for you. All right, we're going to see what the Halloween Oracle. Either way, I just see you know what you're doing. You know where you want to go, and you're going. Whether that's a relationship, whether that's a job, whether that's a move, vacation, whatever that is for you. I don't really see a whole lot of pentacles on the board, but I mean, there's quite a few. Alright, what do we got for Virgos? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do we have for you in the Halloween Oracle? What does Virgos need to know? Ooh, Bombaric. I think Gemini's got that also. With eternal love. Love is love is love. And it transcends physical death. So maybe this is about a soulmate. I'm going to read the Bombaric though. Bombard. Okay. When you pull the Bombard card, sorry, it indicates curiosity to know what is ahead, but what's important to balance that with the now. After all, we have the tools to change our future, should we choose. The sweet synergy of Bombard. All the ingredients, including the objects, are more complete and powerful together than they are individually. Should encourage you to seek your own sweet spot. So what is it you need to seek out? That's what I feel like you're doing. You know? You set your standards and you're moving towards them. You have all the tools necessary to do that. You know? I'm going to go ahead and read Internal Love for you too. Just because I'm feeling called to do so. Okay. Should you choose this card, you are being reminded that love is the most powerful force in the universe. It is more powerful than death itself. Love lingers. It leaves its own legacy, and we should be aware of this every day that we live. For those that are ready for it, and desiring of a partner. It also indicates that a significant love is close at hand and could be ready to open up this new experience. So, you know, maybe you got all the tools you need to start a true relationship. You know, maybe you need to leave past relationships. Maybe this is some kind of past relationship that you're not being real about with yourself. And you're moving into that justified state of, this is what I want, this is what direction I want to move in, this is what I want to bring into my life. Alright, Virgos, that's what I have for you. Alright, guys, that's going to conclude part 1 of this video. We'll be back for part 2. Thanks.